Another thing I'm always entertained by is fashion. What is fashion except indoctrination? Fashion is created for nothing more than profit. Throw enough money at brand awareness and subliminal advertising and you can get most people to believe that a product with a brand name is worth far more than the same product without a famous brand name. Unfortunately, nothing reflects the sad state of our world, a state deliberately induced of course, than the spurious status afforded to brand image. That handbags, shoes, clothes, watches, eyewear, jewellery and even underwear can be sold for hugely inflated prices based solely on the perceived status they give the wearer. Thousands are spent on a bag or a dress named after a celebrity, when half the world cannot afford even basic clothes. I'm sorry, but I find this a sorry state of affairs. Of course, there's no harm in rewarding one's own hard work and enterprise, earning enough money to afford these things, by purchasing such items. But wouldn't the world be a better place if contrived status did not have such conscienceless, egotistic appeal? I personally could not rationalise spending a relative fortune on something with a massively inflated price, just for the sake of vanity, and to profit the already hugely wealthy. If you can afford a $1,000 handbag, buy one for $500, but why? And then use the rest to help other people. I can understand the desire for high quality products if a person can afford them. What I cannot understand is the desire to have a man's name printed large on their underwear. However, to some people this is a sign of their personal success, to afford to buy such luxury items and to display this wealth to others. If this is what you're striving for, you can certainly achieve it by having the right financial mindset. More about this in the next module. For men, there is nothing more attractive to women than self-confidence. I doubt, though, at the same time, that there is much that is less attractive to most women than overbearing arrogance, the two extremes of the same vibrational frequencies. A genuine attempt at being confident, even if you're not, is far more endearing than trying to appear to be superior. This is a totally senseless mentality anyway, because no matter who you think you are, or how good you think you are simply not and never will be superior to anyone. On the other hand, you will never be inferior to anyone either, in the great scheme of things. It is one thing to respect someone for their talent or achievements or knowledge, but please never bow down to anyone. Never consider anyone as your superior. Maybe in this life they are rich and successful, or hold posts of responsibility, or have few spheres of influence, but in a previous life they may have been beggars or slaves. Think big. Think in terms of real eternity when considering your current station in life. Imagine someone experiencing being a street beggar one week, then the next he is CEO of a company, the following week he is a professional sports star, then the next a vicar, then a soldier, then a murderer, then a corrupt liar, then he is Joe Average for the week, and so on. What amazing stories he could tell, what incredible experience he could draw on. Well, that's you. Except the only difference is, instead of each week of different experiences, you've had them over each of your past lives. Of course, unfortunately, you have no memory of the experience to bring to mind consciously, but subconsciously, many memories of these experiences will remain. Regardless of whether you can believe this, multi-incarnations, or not, there is no denying that feeling insignificant and inferior as a human being puts you firmly under the power of others who have learned not to feel this way. This is certainly not an attractive trait to women, unless they are dominant, in which case this is the type of woman you will attract into your life. Women are not attracted to men primarily by physical looks. Yes, it helps to be in good shape and to make the most of your best physical features, but when you think about it, making the best of yourself physically translates into how you feel about yourself, self-confidence, and this is what is most attractive about you. It is not the purpose of this course to detail all the practical ways to attract a partner, or associate, or friend. There is already a vast amount of literature about this subject. Rather, it is to empower you with the real truth about yourself and your life, and to set you off with the right mindset to ultimately attract the right people into your life. As already mentioned elsewhere, fad diets are also nothing more than profit-motivated schemes that take advantage of the deliberately contrived and created beauty market. I do see and recognise the desire for making the most of and improving personal physical attributes. We all want to be as physically attractive as we can be, but this should not be done at the expense of health, and certainly not to aid the profit margins of those who control us. The recurring theme throughout this course is getting back to nature and the attendant spiritualism, not religion, of getting to know yourself. Whoever you are, whatever your appearance, you are a beautiful and wondrous human being. The lesson here is to remember who and what you really are, and to learn how to love yourself once and forever. Loving yourself means taking the necessary steps to recover and honour your stolen power. Your power that has been consistently eroded and denied since birth by your so-called education and by all the mind-numbing mainstream media indoctrination. By empowering yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally and physically, your goal is to appreciate that you already are the most beautiful and powerful person. Being as beautiful or handsome as you can be is a worthwhile success goal. What could be more uplifting than to be considered beautiful, and for your physical body self to be attractive to others? However, remember that beauty is totally subjective, and the socially accepted version of beauty is not everyone's. Create a look and a fashion for yourself, rather than simply copy others. It takes self-confidence to look unique, rather than just being a clone of your celebrity idol or copying the latest fad. Self-confidence must be your primary success goal if you really want to be beautiful. Gaining self-confidence in the way you look and appear to others is difficult for many people, but without it you are merely being a clothes horse or an effigy. Learn to love yourself and the natural physicality you were born with. Highlight and accentuate your best features and improve others by as natural means as you possibly can. But seriously, is poisoning yourself with chemical makeup or disfiguring yourself with breast implants or facelifts or Botox or whatever really worth it to achieve a profit industry contrived version of so-called beauty? I think not.